morning, everybody. How are you? Don't look at me. Look at this view. Look at that view right there. How beautiful is that? Blue skies, low fog out in the hollers of excuse me of Kentucky. It's going to be a hot day. It's going to be a hot day there, assuming you're in Pennsylvania. It's basically going to be a hot place everywhere in the country today. Lehigh Valley, you'll be around 90 today. But you know what? That's nothing. You're going to be close to 100 tomorrow. Rofield will be over 100, like it will be here today. Sunny and sunny. No chance of precipitation really there or here today. That changes tomorrow. Low 7 tonight in Kentucky, and the mid to upper 60s out there in the Lehigh Valley. We have a plan today. If you watched our live last night as we wrapped up our first day, today, by the way, is our first full day in Kentucky. We might as well just come on here because there's going to be stuff we just need to discuss, and it'll be easier. Then I like to catch him off guard,
Okay.
by the way.
Good morning.
It's always fun.
What's up?
Good morning, Mr. Graham. So today's our first full day.
Okay.
We're going to have a little bit of fun. I got 8.5 hours of sleep. The last time. I think I might have been an infant the last time I got 8.5 hours of sleep. Like nonstop, uninterrupted, just straight sleep. Didn't wake up once last night.
I sort of had a wonder, like, did we have to do a welfare check on you? Because I hadn't heard from you yet this morning.
If I were anyone else, and I realized that Peter hadn't been on anywhere since 8 o'clock on a welfare check, because that is very much unlike me.
Yeah. It's like I said, that was the plan. Like, am I going to have to call and do a welfare check on you?
No, this was a network broadcast right now. There would be a line right here. So you couldn't see the logos behind me. But I'm sitting in a Taco Bell parking lot.
we can't. Well, we couldn't see. We wouldn't know. The exposure is nice on you, not on the Taco Bell that's behind you.
Oh, I didn't say Taco Bell. I said world headquarters for the weather is right here.
There you go. Our Kentucky forward operating base.
Yes. So today we are planning some more of a serious day today. I mean, not that yesterday wasn't serious, but today we're going to do some interviews of people, or try to. I don't want to get too invasive or anything. I want people to tell their stories. Not just about what happened down here, but I will tell the stories of this place before the flash flood happened. And then I want them to do the story of what it's like now. I don't necessarily want the dramatic and sad and horrific stories of floods happening. I want them to tell their stories about this place before it happened and since it's happened. We're going to cut out the uglies.
But the part in the middle is kind of obvious.
Nobody needs to know that. Nobody needs to know the details about so-and-so being washed or being under in that. Nobody needs to know there's a lot of ugly stories. Look, I tell you, if we were a news network, that's the thing we'd be talking about. We wouldn't give a fuck about before. We wouldn't give a fuck about now. We talk what happened during, not what we're doing. I want you to know the difference between Thursday and Friday, and that change in 12 hours here, because it is massive and drastic and dramatic, frankly. So that's the idea. I want to put a personal touch on what's happened in Kentucky, and frankly, what is happening in Eastern Kentucky. And we're going to share it.
You're also going to learn. We're going to send you to videographer school. You're going to learn to shoot.
Well, we'll see about
B-roll, and
we'll see about that. Canon, Sony, Red. If you would like to donate camera or video
Red
to
Harry,
Red.
Are you shitting me?
If you would like, it will go big or go home. If you would like to donate video equipment to the weather, so we can document these stories when we go to these places and get a video historical record of these places, contact us, message our page, or send us a @gmail.com, or go to our website, ky.theweathercenter.com, and that will take you to our disaster team efforts all about Eastern Kentucky flood response from us and everyone who has been helping. That's today. I don't, excuse me. We may do a live at some point during the day today. I wouldn't expect it, but we might. Depends. Maybe just to kind of surmise things as we go through the day. We'll do a live at 8. But a lot of today's content will be recorded and video and just regular posts throughout the day. I'll post some pictures throughout the day. Like I didn't do that yesterday. I should have. Um, that's the plan today. So there may be a there will be a somber tone on our page today, throughout the day into the evening. Um, but it needs to happen because we need to get those of you who are watching, seeing this, you to connect, if you will, with what's happening down here.
That is something that historically we haven't done. Quite frankly, we just haven't been very good at, is making sure there's the connection between the people here that donate and the people down there, the recipients,
Correct.
whether it's agencies, individuals, small businesses. I don't, it's not, people up here will say, I only gave $10, I only gave $20. And the reality is, those little bits add up to life altering sums of money when a hundred
We
dollars becomes life altering.
listen when we yesterday we were driving around doing stuff, and we stumbled across those places that were giving out free food. When I stopped and look, I did not give them a lot of money. Like I didn't give them thousands of money. Each place got like I think the first one got I think all but one got a couple $100, and one had we had 150 because that's the cash. But giving them that couple $100, you would have sworn to God he gave them like a Brinks truck full of money. We're shocked, well, and then incredibly grateful. So, and that $200 at each place or was not like these massive donations. Nobody donated the $200. It was the fives that were donated, the tens that were donated, the 20s that were. That adds up. That absolutely adds up.
Yes, Jim Wilkins checking in saying, "Why does it sound like you're talking through a voice changer?" I think we have his audio settings messed up a little bit. You do
Oh,
sound a
do we?
little Barry Whitish this morning.
Again?
Hello, ladies.
That's fixed.
I'm
Because
working out.
I
I'm
don't.
working out where the issue is on my end.
Yeah, but we've had this issue for days now. We need to fix it.
Uh, let me work on it. Rich Young says you're in witness protection, but we've got the wrong. Instead of blurring out your face, we're blurring out the Taco Bell behind you.
The mic.
Don't overthink this. Let me look and see where the
Well, no,
issue might be.
yeah, important.
Yeah, but if you change things now, you're going to break things, and then we
Oh,
lose
good.
you.
All right.
So,
We gotta fix it.
however, Jim also says every dollar counts. It truly, truly does.
100%. And it goes. Frankly, it goes a very long way.
I mean, literally, $4 or $5 donations buys a shovel at Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply or something down there.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% it does.
That's cleaning up somebody's house. I know we talk a lot about emergency services, but the reason that we help them in a lot of respects is because they get the help to the people. Local
Look,
people will always be the best answer for how to recover.
one guy told me yesterday that when this happened Thursday night and they woke up Thursday night into Friday, he didn't even go look at his own house until Saturday. And when he went to his property on Saturday, his place was gone. They were too busy running around trying to help other people and legitimately, for the first 72 hours of this storm, all the way through the weekend, they were doing active water rescues. Not recoveries, rescues. People that were still. Yeah, if the helpers can't help, people don't get the help. So yeah, I think it's important that we those that help others, because then
And
there's others
even
that
in
don't get the
this
help.
in the scenario that we're in right now, it's local fire departments become the coordinating effort, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, somebody needs shovels and rakes to clean out their house. They're probably getting that from the local fire department because it's come through the Kentucky Emergency Management Agency.
Listen, this is not an affluent. This is talk around me right now. We're gonna drive back to Feisty here in a minute. There is nothing between here and it's an hour plus. What's the distance? 60, 70 miles?
Yeah, something like that.
There is nothing. Nothing. There are no stores and small shopping centers and restaurants and chain stores and main restaurants and things. Nothing. It's a very, very rural area. Very rural. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But there's just nothing here.
It is 48.1 miles from last night's accommodation to the Feisty Dorf Volunteer Fire Department.
Let me tell you, folks, that 48-mile trip took me 2 hours.
It will not
2 hours.
today.
Not today.
We figured out there's a highway that you could take.
Yes. But just to go into illustrate how windy and twisty and rural things are, driving essentially a straight line as the crow flies, the bird flies, the whatever flies, the roads are not straight. They are windy and twisty and up and down, and in lots of places washed out or underwater. That road, which was a main road, just a 2-lane road, took me 2 hours.
Yeah, it's it is going to be a long day for sure. Obviously, as we get through some of the interviews, some of the footage that will get shot today. And quite frankly, we're probably going to have Peter even do some recording just driving. I think that's
Yeah.
important to give you an idea of.
I did do a little bit yesterday. I just got to figure out where the hell it is on my laptop so I can send it.
Rich Young saying, "Hear me out here. Do weather helicopter."
What?
To get you from point A to point B. The DeWeather helicopter. I think he means helicopter.
Why can't it be the helicopter?
See?
If you would like to
The big brains work over here.
Like to contribute to the Weather Aviation Fund. Air Force. The Weather Center.
Don't screw with me. I will have that live before this YSL is over. Rich Young is asking, can we point the camera out the side window to see some of the mudslides? No, it won't work. We know how fast Peter drives.
Well,
you will not see anything.
Can you see it over there? To the right of the drive-thru?
Barely, but yeah.
As we're driving, Rich, or Rob, whoever, I will attempt to get pictures of stuff. God, this fucking camera in the sun.
Yes, which is why we won't be using it a ton. We were actually looking up how to use like pool noodles and things like that to blow cool air on the GoPro.
Dawn sent me information on a intended for this.
A what?
Dawn Best sent me information device to purchase. Amazon is designed exactly for this.
Rich Young says, "Let your co-pilot take the pictures."
Sid is losing his legs from the heat on the. He's not doing anything but trying to preserve his life right now. His limbs. Yeah. Sid might be in a wheelchair before this trip is over. Sid is right here, by the way. Oh, hold on, not there. There's Sid. Sid has been on the dashboard the whole trip, and Sid is suffering the effects of the heat.
Yes. It is toasty out there.
Yes, it's fucking hot as hell already.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark Trumbore saying that the helicopter is a lot of annual memberships.
Yes, yes, it is.
By
Yes,
the
it
way,
is.
check that out. DeWeatherCenter.com. Check out the Coxswag shop. You can become a producer too.
Hey, weathercenter.com. You'll see what we're doing down here and be able to purchase disaster team stuff to support that or fuel you guys set up there.
Yes. Also, Venmo at DeWeather.
All on the ticker, I believe. If you're not writing all this down,
That is
watch the
correct.
replay. Watch the replay. You'll see the links.
I do kind of
But all
chuckle
those
though
names,
because we got a comment asking what the DeWeather handle was or the Venmo handle was, and I'm just sitting here thinking it pops up like every 35 seconds or something, whatever the ticker
yeah,
is set to refresh.
it's very simply at the weather. And Clark DeBear is I think the person's name on it. You may see that. I don't know. It's at.
Yes.
They ask you for a 4-digit confirmation code. It's 9300 9300.
Eric is checking in, and I will agree with this. We do need another producer. If you want to learn how to
Okay.
produce content for DeWeather, Anna Higgins was checking in asking, who the hell is eating at Taco Bell at 9 a.m.?
There have been cars going through the drive-thru. They have breakfast now.
I do like a good breakfast burrito.
Uh, Turned around here yesterday. We were talking as we were driving around in Discord and stuff. By the way, follow our Discord. Come into the Discord. You can participate all day long. About the cliffs and the rock faces. That in front of me is what I'm talking about. That's actually a small compared to where we're out icy and such. They're everywhere. That is part of the reason reception is an issue as we're driving around. Is that they can't get to the deployer because it's blocked out.
Yeah, that and actually we talked about it last night about the options for satellite internet and all sorts of other things, and quite frankly, it's just hard. There's a reason that FEMA parks trailers and the Kentucky Emergency Management Agency.
Yes, so the
They
cameras can
park
see
big
them.
trailers. Well, but
There's
that
there are no
also guarantees
there are no
communications and things like that.
there are trailers here. There's a camper, a FEMA camper. That's it, and one guy standing out doing nothing, literally nothing.
Eric is checking in. I gave her an idea, and she's running with it.
Okay.
We may have Lou and Reckless T-shirt designs available.
Did we get screenshots of Lewis?
I believe we may have screenshots that will be turned into caricatures.
All right. Eric, if you can make Lewin Reckless silhouettes, silhouette vinyl graphics of them, like decals.
Lou and Reckless are my co-pilot.
Just little Lewin Reckless vinyl decals on the back of your car.
Oh my god. Rich Young says knock on the door and throw him out of the FEMA trailer. That could be your
I should take
accommodation.
it. I should just take it
Yeah.
and hook up to the deployer and just tow the deployer behind it. I'm going to get more gas donations.
The gas donations become a
Speaking of
bail
that,
fund for Clark.
speaking of fuel donations, today will be when we start to use those, by the way. Up to this point, I've been funding everything. The meals, the accommodation, the gas, and anything else that's been spent. That's going to change because I looked at my bank account this morning.
Yes.
I've missed effectively 3 weeks of work straight here, which includes an entire paycheck because of my COVID and my overdose. Not intentional, by the way. And taking this week off to come down here. So totally worth it. Not bitch or complaining at all. I would do this every week if I could. I'm just saying your money so far has not been spent, well, except for head to the people that are giving out free food. But that will change, start changing. All right, great.
Taking a look here, and I don't think we have anything else. Um,
Okay.
take a look in the comments here. Um, Erica saying she just remembered last night she gets like 42 volunteer hours a year, so she needs to start figuring out when to use them. I think we can come up with an idea for you, Erica.
You could be my Monica Lewinsky. Not, not,
Uh,
not, not, not the terrible ending part of it, or the happy slash terrible of it. The intern part of it.
oh,
Crikey.
yeah, I think we should probably get ready to roll here.
I have one tea left. I brought 2 6-packs of iced tea. Thanks, Amber. And this is one. So I ran out of drinks in the hotel room last night, and I was so tired I didn't feel like going down, which was but that'll be my last tea for the day. I can probably should get some more beverages. It's just Red Bull. I've been trying not to drink as much Red Bull as I normally do. Copious amounts of Red Bull. We drank. Let's see how many cans left here.
I think
There's
Red Bull should
18.
just give us a truck.
We have 18 that I brought with me, and there's 11 in there. That means I drank what yesterday?
Something like that.
7. I drank 7 Red Bulls yesterday. That's much.
That's not good. Again, the whole welfare check part of things.
Yeah, 7 me. I still slept like a baby last night. All right, we're gonna jump over to Discord. There, I guess, is there a Discord link somewhere, Chris?
Yes, there is. Erica has already shared it in the comments here.
And maybe you'll be able to speak to Cody.
Oh my God, Mark Trumbor saying Lewin reckless with pitchforks, like the American Gothic
Yeah, the mom
print,
pop thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but we put Lewin reckless face on.
Except they have snow shovels.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of comments. Megan McBride, Red Bull needs to sponsor DeWeather.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go through the comments because there are people, that say all the time that we skip over or don't them or something. So let's go through the comments.
Okay, I can run back through them from the begin, or at least sort of from the beginning here.
Yeah.
Donna Long saying it's Clark's wake up in the morning voice.
It is. It really is. My voice is much deeper in the morning and way deeper when I'm tired. Yes, and somebody said Barry White. That's why.
Yes. Judy Odell. Hey, y'all. I'm here. You're doing a great job. Bless everyone. Rich saying
Judy
Clark
Odell.
had a rough few days.
Has anyone heard from Peter, by the way?
No. That's why we were considering a welfare check, because he hadn't checked in with Clark.
Here's what pisses me off. Time I come somewhere for the weather, Peter disappears. Like, oh, hey, Clark handle everything. Douche.
Drew Lang, when we were discussing the Air Force decoctor.
Yes.
I think that's not a bad idea. Rich Young saying Sid the amputee. It could be. We hope not.
Does anyone watching know anyone down here? Family, friends, old college roommate, anything? Does anyone watching this know anyone down here? Besides me.
I was going to say, I know one person that's in Kentucky at the moment.
Yeah. If you do, then know, and I'll see what I can do about finding them.
Howard Gregory, were you able to obtain fire apparatus for the fire departments?
There are 3 fire trucks on their way to Kentucky.
Tammy Sue. Tammy, hello. I think you're new here, asking where you all from.
Who is it?
Tammy Sue.
It sounds like it can Kentucky.
It sounds like that would be a Kentucky-ish name.
I will get looking at likes on posts yesterday. There were a lot of new people, and there was quite a few. If you're watching this from Kentucky right now, and if you're in Eastern Kentucky where the floods have happened, particularly if you or someone you know has been affected by it, message our page. I'd love to talk to you. If you will, I would like to hear your story. I don't want to hear what happened during the event unless you will talk about that. But my primary focus is what your life was like on Thursday before it all happened and what it's been like since. And I would love to share your story because that's going to get us, hopefully, to get more people to help you. So if you're in Kentucky right now, please, by all means, message us and I will try and get to you today.
Tammy Sue
Tammy,
is
to
from
answer your
Lehighton,
question,
by the way.
Oh, Tammy's in Lehighton? Yeah, that's almost Kentucky.
Yes. There's a reason that we call the T. You get outside of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and our great Commonwealth truly is Pennsyltucky.
Sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. Do you need auto parts? Stop by Napa Auto Parts. Proudly presents what you can expect live on the weather. That's for you.
Napa
You can
knows how to
continue.
sell you auto parts. We know how to
We do.
give you offensively accurate weather.
Are you thirsty? Grab a Pepsi. Pepsi.
We can't
Presents
see the side of the
weather.
van. That's
Oh,
what I'm
well, in
saying.
that
The
case,
exposure.
are you horny and alone? Vibrators. If this van's rocking, we're delivering.
Oh. Okay, Howard Gregory, I see your comment, but I'm going to hide it only because I don't want to put names out there and stuff in the comments. But he did message one that he has a possible contact for us.
Howard, message the page or message
Yes,
me. No, actually, message the page, Howard.
message the
Message
page.
the page.
Yes, we do have mission control in operation again today.
Yeah, and again, to all of them, thank you, guys.
Currently
I'm gonna
in the mission control Discord, we have Andy Gabo, Chris Casbier, Dawn, Erica, Jude, Lori, Salami, and Glory Hole.
no.
Thank you, everybody.
Graham, let's wrap this up unless you got some comments. Any questions?
Walt Sharpley is available for pickups if we need him. Just give him a shout.
Thanks,
So
Walt.
mission control, let him know that. Rich Young says mission control is waving back. Yeah, I think that's about it.
You know, when we listen, honestly, in all seriousness here, when we have a weather HQ, we should have a control room, like a operations room.
Yes, I think that may be something that I repurposed some things today.
Because I think obviously doesn't necessarily have to be dedicated for that 24/7, 65. But when something happens, we should have a little, I don't know what the word is, but like a room or command room or what do they call that at the White House? When the situation room. That's the situation room. If you have a facility we can use for a weather HQ, message us.
That's, by the way, that category just got renamed in Discord.
What
It is
category?
now the situation room.
Perfect.
Yes, and Discord's chirping in my ear here now, too, so that's good. All right, buddy. Half hour in, let's get out of here. Get you on the road.
We're heading to Feisty out in Top County? Knock.
Not,
Not.
not.
Not. Knott County
Better
out
not
Feisty in the
mention it
hardest hit.
again.
Where and that's how I'm going to remember it now. The highest death toll, by the way, is in Knott County, right in and around Feisty. And highest number of still missing. There are, by the way, hundreds of people missing still. They think have fled the area and gone to relatives. Just didn't tell anybody. That there was close to 40, and they do expect that number to go exponentially higher. They're physically going through all the hollers and all the creek beds, particularly in the outer lying areas, because they haven't yet been searched. Excuse me. They're literally walking in lines up the creek beds and poking around in the water and looking in the views that are still in the water, and looking for people, bodies. And they're going to continue to find them. And there's going to be some people in houses in them. And just even on the one road we were on yesterday, there were so many mobile homes in creek beds and wrapped around trees and all over the place. And a lot of those have yet to be searched. The biggest thing yesterday that really impacted me was smell of the mold. When you get anywhere near any kind of structure down there or any kind of debris field, when you get out of the vehicle, all you can smell overpowering, pungent smell of mold. And that is going to be a huge problem here for months, and until it gets cold, until we start getting into winter. It's going to be a huge the mold. And it's going to be a lot of respiratory issues and health issues resulting from it. So yeah, bringing back things to the somber day that today will be. That is how we end YSL today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting ky.theweathercenter.com and Venmo at the weather on Venmo. Any comments, concerns, whatever, message us, and someone will take care of it in getting back to you. We'll figure out an answer to your question. If you're down here or know someone down here, please message us. And if able or willing to talk to us, I would love to talk to you, your story, and I want you to tell me about this place. That's what I want to know. I want to know about East Kentucky. See the stereotypes on movies and TVs, and we hear the stories on the news about East Kentucky through the years. I want the people of East Kentucky to tell me about Eastern Kentucky. That's the mission today. I love you all. Ladies, I love you a little bit more. To everyone in the situation room, very, 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 very much. And I'll be on Discord in a minute.